Okay, so I made a video about how to set up your Arch as a server. Now, usually people use Ubuntu and Debian because they are more stable. But if you check out my first video, Arch can be just as stable and reliable as Debian and Ubuntu. Well, obviously not as good probably. It depends on what server you set up. But yeah, just a basic file server, perfect. So yeah, this was my previous video. Setting up Arch Linux server deployment, showing you everything you need to do to set it up as a server. And in this one, I just want to quickly show you the security that you have to apply to it, because you can't just set up Arch because it's a blank canvas, it's got nothing on it. With Ubuntu and Debian, there is some things that actually come security defaults when you install it, which makes it more secure by default. But if you do it on Arch, you can decide what you want on there, which is cool. And you learn a lot too, how to do it. Right, so I'm running a normal Arch server. Where is it now? It's always on a different one. So it's just a normal VM, Arch server VM that I've created to test this in. And I set up a shared folder on that server. As you can see here, srv nas private. So the folder is private. I don't know why I called it private, but anyway. And then I just dump a few files in there, those free files, mp4, png, and a text file. So this is ssh in. You just exit, so I can show you. If I ssh in again, that's the server IP. I'm gonna put in my password, which is not a password, it's a password for the key. And then I'm gonna say no, and there I'm in, and then there I am in. Oh, my English. Anyway, this is now the server. What is here? As you can see, I have Jellyfin, Nextcloud, and Pile installed on there, which is pretty cool. Right, so now to secure it is pretty important. The first thing you want to do is unprivileged share user and access controls. You don't, if your server gets compromised, you don't want it, the hacker to have root access, or your local user even. That could be problematic. So you would create a dedicated group and a user account for the server. So it just explains it all here. So the group, there's a storage group, obviously give it privileges and so on. And then you create a user specifically for this. Here is just my my shared folder, create storage directory and set the permissions. So there's that srv nas private folder I've created, give it permissions, blah blah blah, and explains to you everything that you need to know. Right, and then you have to harden, because you're using Samba, you have to harden Samba configurations. So because that could be an entry point and a problematic situation. Right, so you just check through this. This will be the configuration file for Samba SMB. Just make sure it's got some of the protocols, and then yeah, just run those, test it a bit, and then obviously you want a firewall. It's just, I mean, if you don't have a firewall, I don't know what you're doing. And obviously Arch default doesn't have any firewalls installed, so you just have to install it. The easiest one is UFW. The other one is firewall D. Right, and then set up the firewall. By default, deny incoming, allow outgoing. So you don't have to do anything once you install it. That will be by default. But then to secure it even more on a specific IP address and ports, you just run all of these. Just put in your IPs here. So that'll be your subnet rules and so on. So it just secures it way more on very specific drill down area of your server. Right, so you just do that, and then SSH key authentications, you're hardening your SSH, and install fail to ban, which is always good. I mean, you do it once and then it's done. So if bots are knocking at your door, it's gonna just ban them of a free tries, after free tries, and they failed. Right, so what do we have now? Okay, yeah, here is the kernel level network hardening. Very important to secure and harden up your kernel, because there could be exploits for your kernel. Right, you just run this. Now you get the Linux hardened kernel, but it's gonna be a lot of overhead and maintenance that you have to do, and you will run into problems when you run that kernel. So it's better to just run these kernels. These are the most stable and reliable ones. And you don't need that much hardening up anyway. Right, so what is this? Interactive login. Oh yeah, this is the script that will check for updates once every time you SSH into your server. It will ask you, do you want to update or not? Okay. Did I show how that? I think I did show it. Anyway, that's the script. You can just copy and paste it into, what is that path now again? I know it's here somewhere. God damn it. That path is here somewhere. I'm just gonna have to put that path in. I can't believe it's not here. Post implementation very kind of auditing. Where is the path? I don't see it. I'm just gonna have to put that path in here. Or is it here? Oh, here it is. So take this script. Very important that you copy and paste it. You know, sh. Copy and paste it into etc sysctl.d, and oh shit, not that. No, not that. That's the kernel stuff. God damn it. But anyway, I'll put a path in there. So it's very important to put this script into that path, because it will automatically run. You don't have to have timers and services to run that script. It'll just, once it's in that path, it will just run every time you log in. Right. Okay, and then this is just testing it. So once you've done all that stuff, you can test if it is actually applied and working by running all these commands. Encrypted Samba, publicly SSH authentication, it should fail if you do that, and so on. Yeah. So just follow this document, it should be good to go on the security side for your basic Arch file server. Damn. Right, so yeah, and then if you, like in my previous video, like I said, it's a good thing to install Docker and install any applications like Nextcloud and Jellyfin into your, or Pile into a Docker container. It just makes it more secure and sandbox that application more. And then another thing that you can do is to access your file server from outside is to obviously use Tailscale. Who doesn't know Tailscale? Then you have a pretty good basic setup for your file server, I would say. So yeah, just tighten up the screws and you'll be fine. You have a little file server. Here is my Nextcloud. It's my Nextcloud. If I go to files, oops, and I go to secure share, which is the shared folder that I've created on my Arch server, there's those two files. Let's just quickly go to cd nsr. I forgot the path now. God. There it is. cdd srv nas private. So if I open my private folder, there's those free files. And there's those free files here too. So you can access your shared folder of your server in your Nextcloud over Tailscale from the outside. Very straightforward stuff. I love it. Anyway, that's how to secure your arts. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Good.